Well, good blessed morning, YouTubers. As usual, I truly do hope and pray all is well. All is well here. I I hope and pray that the God that I serve, the only true living and holy God, not the God that's here that King Nebuchadnezzar, I might not be pronouncing his name right, not the one that his son served. And although King Nebuchadnezzar, he started serving other gods too, and the Lord, just took him down. I'm gonna be eating. I hope I don't be smacking, because I hope you don't hear me smacking, because I be listening to this lady, and she like to eat chips and stuff, and people be tearing her up. Well, I don't listen to her a lot, but it's when something going on, and that's my reason for being up here this morning, because I have to get clothes on. All I have to do is just put my clothes on and get out of here. But I always try to put something in my stomach to get this osteobaflex in me. But when I finish taking it, I won't be taking any more. So, but I don't want this food to get so cold, although I can eat it right out of the refrigerator. So I know people, they be talking about you, and even screenshots, and doing things, undercover like. So I am actually up here, and let me see, I bookmarked something. Oh yeah, I bookmarked this right here. And I hope to stay stuck right here. I'm not in the spirit. I guess you can tell I'm just talking. Now trust me, I can go there. I can go there quickly. I can, you can, anybody can. All we have to do is just to start talking to him. Praying or talking or getting to his word. That's all you gotta do. And you feel his spirit, You begin to feel his spirit. You begin to feel his power, But I hope and pray that the Holy Ghost help me to say this, that I can say it with clarity. And I can tell you right now where it's coming from. It's coming from me. First of all, every day since that tragedy happened there in Mississippi, I be in a lot of different people's platform listening, and this one person, I used to listen to them faithfully. Like over a year or so ago, I stopped. I was up to them, and then I stopped, because they was talking about what's going on in the churches, and why a lot of people don't go to church, and why I am on this talking about church. I want to say, look, if somebody asks you to do something in a ministry, if you feel in your heart that, that it's something that you can do it. But if it's something that's spiritual, like an office or something, make sure that the Lord wants you to do it. Because say like being a mother, I have the age of a mother, but I don't have what it takes to be a mother. I know what being a mother in the church is. I'm 74 years old. My mindset, although I'm settled, I'm very, very settled, old school, not into what, I'm just, but my mindset is like 39, 40, 41, 42. That's where I feel like I'm stuck at, and I will do nothing but make a mess. You know, that's all I will do. I'll be a great asset too now. But I know that God is not finished with me yet. Every ministry that I've been to, I can go back because I do not make no ruckus. I don't go to people's homes, even to family. I do not make no ruckus. There has been ruckus, but I didn't make it. I'm a peaceable person. I say things and do things to keep peace. But if you push me and lie on me, backstab me, then, you know, something different is going to come out. However, I won't sin. The Bible says be angry and sin not. Not to say that I have not gotten angry and sin, because I have. I have, but not lately, thank God. Not lately. And so on this person page, I heard this person, they didn't have any proof. They were just talking about their beliefs. You know, just a lot of beliefs, no proofs whatsoever, and down and, you know, just turn somebody. Now, this person that they was talking about is already down. Probably don't even want to live. And they just beating this person down, just beating them down with nothing but their beliefs. So I opened up my mouth and I wasn't talking to nobody else but this person. And I even called their name. And then here comes somebody saying to me that I shouldn't have said what I said. Well, I did the same thing that they did. I believe this, that, and the other about them. But see, not only do I believe it, I know it to be true. You know, I mean, their actions, the way that they talk, you know, how they just beat everybody up pretty much. You know, I'm sure that it was just plain misery. I don't see no peace. I just see nothing but hostility and just coldness in that house. So I couldn't prove and say, well, I've been in the house and I seen this and that. I used my belief just like they was believing about the persons that they was talking about. And two people came after me. Not them. Well, it could have been them, you know, with a different page. I don't know. Okay. With that being said, let me get a swallow of this coffee. I took a little small piece of sausage. Rarely do I cook sausage now, but it was the healthy kind that I spotted and I just bought it. I really don't even want it. I really don't even care to eat first thing in the morning. I really, you know, can go all day long, and I prefer to do that. And when I get rid of all of these pills and stuff, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to what I like to do. Okay. You know how quickly I'm just talking, not in the spirit, not even trying to get in the spirit. Not even trying. It's personal. Not trying to get monetized either. And there's another thing too. If I was to line up, man, I tell you, I'm seeing all these faces right now. If I was to line up, let me put this phone back on, because when I put it on the word, let me put it back on this food here. People like to look at food. And get this out of my mouth, and hopefully I can finish up with what it is that I want to say. Not the Spirit of the Lord, just what I want to say. Because it is just ridiculous I would never get monetized. Now, say like, and something else is getting ready to happen, and I'm not putting my mouth off on nobody. Because let me tell you what happens when you do that. When you put your mouth off on other people and want something bad to happen to them, it happens to you. So I know better. But even not only that, it's not in my heart. I don't have a heart to wish bad on nobody. Not a soul. Not even to the enemies that I have up here on YouTube, and the 2 people that messed up my lawn that now hates me for something that they did, costing me money. I ain't gonna tell them how much it's gonna cost me, because they got to take those 2 pieces down off my property and replace them. And I'm the one that got to foot the bill. Neither one of them have insurance. Neither one of them is insured. So I'm back to my old man, and like I told him, I'm not going to call you. I've asked you every 2 weeks to come cut my lawn. Just let me know when you coming so I can move my car. Oh, yeah, I got to clean my car up today, too. That's going to be the only exercise I get today, and working in my home, because I'm a little behind on my housework, and I'm definitely behind on my car. My car is filthy. If anybody was to judge my car, was to judge my home by how my car look, they would think I am one dirty. They would think I am one dirty woman in this world, and I'm not, But just spending, it costs money to get a car detail, and they was $35. Now it's $40-$50 or more for them to clean. I got a little Toyota, to clean up, and that's, every week that's just too much money. But it's like when your car is clean, you drive better. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. There is no way in the world that I would want to get hooked up with some of these people in their 50s and 60s and 70s. They get hooked up with these people just so they can get subscribers and get monetized and get memberships and what is it, the little stickers and stuff, and I don't know, I haven't studied any of that, but like things just pop up when you be on YouTube, and things just pop up. So I'd be curious. So I was listening to one, and then it carried me to another one. And see, the thing of this is, now I haven't heard one use God's name in vain, but one's supposed to have moved, and some, saved lady is supposed to be helping them. This person's supposed to have gotten saved now. And so I went to their page, and lo and behold, there they go, cussing like a sailor. And now, cursing is one thing, but when you use God's name in vain, and you profess to be saved, and all these ones that I'm talking about, except for one, perhaps maybe she have, and I don't hear this one using that much profanity. She talks round and about. And I say, why am I sitting here wasting time listening to these people and reading these comments and stuff? Oh, I understand why people do it. They like it. They like it. But trust me, I'm not doing it. I was not doing it because I like it. I was nosy. You take one. I didn't warn them, but one I did warn, and they're no longer here. Now, there is one that does that, and I wish no harm on any of them. I don't. But I understand one of them, and I listened to them last night, and I didn't hear not the first curse word. Sometimes we need to say things, Sometimes, God will use you to warn people. Okay, let me read this right here. I bookmarked it. And he was driven, this talking about King Nebuchadnezzar. And he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Most High God ruled in the kingdom of men, and that he appointed over it whomsoever he will. And thou, his son, O Belshazzar, has not humbled thine heart, though thou knewest all this. I heard this one particular talking about they was raised in a Pentecostal church. And I'm thinking, what kind of Pentecostal church was you raised in to carry on like you carry on? I mean, what? Now, I've been into some Pentecostal churches that was worldly and, and sinful and stuff. But yet and still, to use profanity and to profane God's name and to just stir up trouble. See, this person right here was with this group of people, paid money, good money, but they was outspoken, so they said something, and the author of the post of the page didn't like it, so the person blocked them. Then they got mad, and then they went to the other person that they was feuding with, and it's just back and forth, back and forth. There's another one that claimed to have loved this group of people, loved the family and everything. So now they don't join up. It's just, I understand why. See, some people, they have to be entertained. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm not in the spirit. I'm just talking, I'm just talking. I'm just expressing. When I tell you, I will be going back to what's going on there with the Mississippi stuff, But these other folk, no way, baby, because I tell you, it just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. There'll be times I want to say something so bad, but I have enough sense not to. And sometimes, in the past, I did, and I even have recently, but to go there on a daily basis, listen to this, I don't even know what to call it. It was just plain ridiculous. Some grown women to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Man, it is just crazy to me. At 40s, 50s, 60s, 70 years old, doing this foolishness. You have teenagers that don't even do that. Well, let me get off of here. That's all what I got up here to say. And I don't want any more of this. I'm going to put it back in the fridge or in the microwave and eat it later, because I'm definitely not going to throw it away. See, I've seen hard times. I've seen times where one night, I'm pretty sure the hostess probably stole half of what I made, and I counted up $5,000 that last Friday night when I had to lock the doors to keep anybody else from coming in. And a millionaire, I didn't know this man. I didn't know he was a millionaire. He told me, he said, Miss So-and-so, he called my name. He said, open up those doors. He said, they'll wait for you. The dishwasher didn't show up. The hostess was stealing. I had a little mousy church girl running the cash register. I only had, I think, just 2 cooks back there and myself. And the waitress wouldn't come and let me know, what was going on, that ran out of plates, the food was low and everything. I say, I'm so sick of this. Money do not mean that much to me. As long as I got enough to pay my bills, and I pay every last one of them at the first of the month. So if I'm broke, I'm broke. It don't matter. I can lay my head down and go to sleep. I don't have to worry about nothing being cut off, about losing anything. See, these folk here that I'm talking, it's about money. It's about money with them. Money, money, money. And yet the Bible says it's the root of all evil. It's how you use it. There's nothing wrong with money. It's how you use it. Let me get off of here because I really do have to get out of here. All right. God bless you. Remember, wise men, ladies, boys, and girls, still seek Jesus. He loves you, and so do I. But something else popped up in my head. Not my gut, not my heart, not my spirit, in my head. To anybody that you angry with somebody and you do the same thing, but you angry at somebody else because they done it. Only thing is that you added, you lied. That's what you did. So see, people hollering about right and wrong. See, we have to let our conscience, which is really the Holy Ghost, be our guide. And when your conscience is clear, you can sleep like a baby. All right, God bless you.